Alright, I think it's that time. We actually need to think about what this motion idea, so it will lead us into the idea of forces. And we're going to look at this in a very interesting way. So let's start off with some really short, sharp versions of what's going on. Right, let's move one. Think about what is movement. Now we can see from this one that when movement is occurring, someone is trying to change where something is. In other words, we're trying to change the position, and that's all it is. So how about we adopt that as our idea of what movement is? We just sort of say anything that involves a change of position is classified as movement. Here is an example of a lovely piece of movement. Who said elephants can't fly? Shades of Dumbo. Alright, now we can see this movement, there is a change of position, but the position is up and down. It's not side to side movement, it is up and down. And so movement can be up and down, and that's what we need to remember. As opposed to a more common sort of movement that we see in children's playgrounds. And this is a side-to-side movement, and we can see the person starts off on the left and goes to the right, so they're moving, if you like, laterally. They're moving from one side to the other. So far we've seen they can move up and down, or now they can move side to side. But let's pose this question. Here is a ballet dancer, and she's doing a pirouette, which is a little spin. Now if we look very carefully at her toe, it doesn't really change position at all. So in this case, there is no change of position. She's just spinning around on the one spot. So there is no real change of any position. So is she moving? So to summarise, anything that is moving, alright, they are changing spots, but the proviso is they can end up where they started. Just like we start off the day at home, come to school, then end up at home. Now obviously there has been movement because we have changed positions and we end up back where we started from. So that's okay. But remember, it can be up or down, side to side, forward or backward. Think about all the possible combinations of directions that we can go on. Now, it can be on a path or a track, so it can be like a person running a race, going around an oval. But most of all, it can be totally random. So there's so many different ways we can do it. We need to think about all these things. Right, more to come.